Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out the brand new Bandai Dragon Ball Dragon Stars series. This is Series 1 Super Saiyan Goku. Much like what we did with Goku, let's get some dimensions going and sizes going for Super Saiyan Goku, which stands closer to about 7 inches tall if you technically count the top of his hair. I know we just jumped from basically Series 2 back to Series 1 because I wanted to look at Goku first. Now we're looking at Super Saiyan Goku. Super Saiyan Goku comes from actually Series 1. Goku comes from Series 2, but both Series 1 and Series 2 come with the component pieces to build yourself the very impressive dragon Shenron. In this instance, for Super Saiyan Goku, you get yourself the head of Shenron. Some fantastic looking detail there, and I might also say too, the quality on paint application on these pieces look quite impressive. Right down to the tongue itself has been painted in a nice separate pink to the interior color of the darker pink of its mouth. You can see all the individual scales and stuff like that. We're spending a lot of time on the dragon head. Of course, we're going to spend a lot more time on the dragon itself when we get Shenron fully built. Let's move the head out of the way. And much like Goku, Super Saiyan Goku seems to come with actually the exact same hands as Goku did. The pegs are at the top or top portion of the hand rather than the end of the hand. And again, if you want to just change those out, simply just grab the forearm, get a good gripping of it, and then pull those off, and you can replace them with the arched hands. And you can see how the peg allows the arms, the hands basically already be extended outward, adding some additional ways that you can display the figure. Why not? We'll do it on the other hand as well. Place that and pop that just into place. There we go. All right. So here we have Super Saiyan Goku. Of course, we've got to do ourselves some comparisons. So we'll put Super Saiyan right there, and we'll reach off camera and grab the previously looked at Goku, which came to us from the Series 2 lineup. Looks can be deceiving. Obviously, Super Saiyan looks a little bit taller, but factoring in the fact that his hair obviously is a little bit taller as well, that gives you the necessary height. Figure-wise and body-wise, it looks like it's actually making use of the exact same body mold, right? Of course, down to the hands, the boots, and but the only thing that's really different is, of course, the color scheme and the faces themselves. Let's go ahead and have a look at the faces. Super Saiyan Goku has a much smaller face, it seems, by comparison to Goku here. Has some fantastic coloring here, and that gold incorporated into his hair that looks just fantastic. Now again, I wanted to look at Goku first. He's usually the character I think of the most when I think of Dragon Ball, personally speaking, but definitely wanted to look at Super Saiyan afterwards. Yes, indeed, it looks like the bodies are exactly the same from the top part of the torso down to the lower half or lower part of his pants. It's not to say there's nothing wrong with that, because these, again, are really good sculpts. The bodies themselves, as I indicated with the Goku review, really impressed with what Bandai has done to these figures. Not only are they super sculpted, but you get lots of posability, which we will look at in a second. But let's take, again, nothing away from Super Saiyan Goku's face, which again really looks nice. They've kept the paint very minimal, which I do like. Again, you can still see that they've outlined the eyes quite nicely, and they've also painted in his eyebrows in the same gold color that makes up his hair. Quite the outrageous hairstyle, but we wouldn't certainly have it any other way. Again, you can see all the like the little sculpted lines that they put in the hair as well as a nice touch. Just tons and tons of cool details and sculpt in the pants, and even like around the belt area. I didn't really spend a lot of time looking at the belt. It's not something I spend a lot of time doing, but the belt itself is also very equally done in sculpt. Like you can see all the little fold lined areas on the belt itself. Really adds to the overall appeal of this particular figure. And again, I mentioned this before, I like the fact that these figures are sculpted in plastic in the colors specific to, of course, their outfits, rather than the fact of painting them over. Painting can always come to some little bit of quality issues, not necessarily with Bandai, but just figure companies as a whole, because you're taking one regular colored body, one singular colored body, and then you're going in and painting it. And there's always that little hiccup where paint doesn't quite gel in some areas versus the others. Sculpted plastic certainly is the way to go, and what you end up getting from that is a very clean, very precise looking presentation here on the figure itself. Now, we've looked at Goku. We'll just move him off camera. Super Saiyan Goku has, if not the exact same articulation, again, because he's making use of the same body. So let's go through that together. His head is on a ball joint, so not only does it rotate all the way around, but you've also got that hinge where it can move up and down. Yes, it can, Super Saiyan Goku. His shoulders hinge outward as well as a full rotation, and it does get a little stuck just by the nature of the way that the shoulders are a little wider. It does get a little caught on the top shoulder area of the hand or the arm, but it still does a good job of rotating all the way around. It just will get a little stuck as you're rotating it. Got the swivel in the bicep. Got a double hinge on the elbow, I love that. A rotation in the hand, and a hinge back and forth. Upper torso has your ball joint. You got your waist swivel. And then for your legs, as we've already discussed before, a forward, back, and out motion on the legs. But then what you can also do too, is if you have a look at the legs here, you can pull them out. You pull them out from the sockets. They're still in there, but they give you a little bit of clearance, where then if you want to get a little bit more drastic, you can then move the legs much further outward and also give you a better splits. Almost a full flat split here. And then you just go ahead and pop those back into place like so. Bend at the knee. It doesn't look like... Well, it looks like it almost wants to be a double hinge knee, because there's technically a peg there and a peg there where the two parts of the knee are separate pieces. I guess to that extent you could bend the knee outward, but it doesn't look like it actually hinges all the way out. So it probably is a double hinge knee. And then you've got the ball joint going in the foot there as well. Ankle pivot, you got your ankle pivot as well. I did mention this with the Goku, and I'll mention this also with the Super Saiyan. Love everything about the figure from head to toe. The only thing I would change, or wish that the figures did have, was peg holes on the undersides of their feet, so that if you had a display stand could have been included with the figures, but just a stand anyways, if you had in your collection, you could then peg it into either one of the feet, and then if you want to have the figures displayed, for example, you know, in a more drastic sort of pose, you'd have the means to be able to do that, because the display stand would support really the figure from not toppling over. We did jump back and forth a little bit, having a look at for Series 2 Goku, now looking at Series 1 Super Saiyan Goku. But again, both figure lines, Series 1 and Series 2 from the Dragon Stars series, will collectively build Shenron. So you do need actually Series 1 and Series 2, all 6 figures, to build yourself the finished Dragon Shenron. And I can't wait. I really liked how Goku turned out, especially like how Super Saiyan Goku turned out, and I'm really looking forward to getting the rest of the figures reviewed and building Shenron as one finished piece. This figure line is now currently, or should be currently, available in retail stores, and certainly if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, you might want to pick this line up for yourself and also build Shenron that you can add to your collection. Once again, we were having a look at the brand new Bandai Dragon Ball Dragon Stars series. This was Series 1, Super Saiyan Goku. If you guys haven't had a chance already and you're new to this channel, make sure you hit that little subscribe button down below. You won't miss a beat when it comes to future videos. And if you want to check out some more Dragon Ball goodies, I've got a playlist on this channel specifically for Dragon Ball, so feel free to head over there if you want. Check out those older videos, and also stay tuned, because newer videos for the Dragon Ball Dragon Stars series will be coming onto this channel as well, so stay tuned for that. As always, guys, thanks for watching as you always do. I'll see you next time.